Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome back to another in-home repair video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage.
Okay, we've got a GE electric range. The problem that they're having with it is after they're cooking for a little while, they're getting an F2 error code, which indicates that the oven has exceeded 620 degrees with the door unlocked or over 920 degrees with the door locked in a self-clean. However, the error is occurring when they're doing just regular cooking, so it is that 620 degree limit that the control board is thinking that it's exceeding. There's a couple of things that can cause that. The relay contacts on the main control board, if they're stuck closed and don't break power to the bake element, it'll stay on continuously and the oven will actually exceed 620 degrees. We've basically verified that that's not occurring. The element is cycling off and on. So the next thing we're gonna do is check the oven temperature sensor and make sure that it's reading 1080 ohms at room temperature. The tools that you'll need to complete this repair are a Phillips head screwdriver, a 1/4 inch nut driver, a heat gun, and a volt ohm meter. Okay, now we've got access to the back of the unit. We're gonna go ahead and just remove the cover to expose the electronic control and all of its connectors. I've just got these 4 1/4 inch screws here. Control panel is going to pop off, and the cover is going to pop off. And here's your main control board here. And your 2 white wires, and these are going to be for your sensor. And if you're testing a sensor, it's always best to test it from the wires that go to the board. That will let you know if there's any resistance even in your connector that goes to the sensor. If the connector melts or gets too hot back there, then it's going to skew the resistance and give the control board a different reading. So what you're looking for at room temperature is roughly 1080 ohms. We got our meter set to the ohm scale here. And you're just going to go ahead and touch it to the two little contacts here. And we're reading 1083 ohms. So that's perfect. Sensor checks out fine. So the only other thing that's going to be left that could be causing the over temperature error would be the electronic control basically misreading the oven temperature sensor. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unmount the control board. It's just held on by 4 Phillips screws. Now that that's unmounted, we're going to go ahead and just roll it back. Leave all your wires connected. Just roll it back just like that. And what we're going to do is we are going to heat up this overlay and basically just peel it off. You can order a new overlay for this and replace it when you're doing the control board. However, typically these overlays are $25 to $30 a piece, so it's just as easy to heat it up and just peel it off, and it easily transfers to the other control panel. So I've just got a heat gun here. You can use a blow dryer, will work as well. heated it up. Should peel off pretty easy. I'm going to heat it a little bit more. Alright, so there's your overlay. Alright, so we got our new control board here, and just make sure you're oriented in the right direction, and you're just going to go ahead and set your overlay right up on top. Kind of carefully set it. If you're a little bit off center, then pull it back off and do it again. Once you got it centered, then just go ahead and run your finger right around the outside. Starting from the middle, just pushing out both ways. Seat it without getting any bubbles in it. And you can just kind of do a quick check. Make sure you feel all the buttons clicking when you're pushing down on them. That'll let you know it's aligned properly. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and install this one. Alright, so now we got our two boards side by side. The easiest way to do it is to just go wire for wire when you're swapping them out, because they can differ just a little bit. So you got your orange dot, corresponds with the orange wire, red dot, red wire, so on and so forth. Go ahead, we'll pull the orange wire off and put it onto the orange. Red to red. You got a black wire here, which you can't really see a dot if there is one, but that's just going to go where there's no dot. Purple. And you just have a single yellow wire. Which the new relay only has one pin on it to plug into. The old relay has two. So put the yellow on, and you've got your neutral wire. And it looks like you're a wire for your light. So you make sure both of these, the board is marked for the neutral there. So your white, take it to neutral. The brown, you take it to the other pin. At this point, we can go ahead and get this board out of the way. our new board up into place. And go ahead and put the white one onto the neutral, just marked with an N. Brown wire is going to go onto the other terminal. And this board also has two different Molex harnesses, so it will fit different models. This one's obviously going to fit on the white there. So all your connectors are hooked up. All we have to do is just mount this and put the back cover on. Go ahead and set it up there. All right, we're going to go ahead and put the 4 Phillips screws in to hold the control panel in place. So make sure you don't over tighten them. You can crack the plastic for the mounting bracket. Now that that's done, we're just going to put the back cover panel on. So make sure you're not going to pinch any wires to tuck everything back up in here. Alright, now all your screws lined up. Let's go ahead and reinstall the 4 1/4-inch screws around the perimeter of the back panel. Put your 2 1/4 inches back in on the cover panel here, the middle one. Alright, now we're ready to go ahead and plug it in and test it out. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and set the clock. Just hit the clock button. And it's 4:40 here, so. Alright, we got the clock set. And basically what was happening before, even on preheat, when it was baking, the oven was preheating within 5 minutes or so, which is a lot faster than it would normally preheat. So we're just gonna go ahead, pretty much start it up, let it preheat, make sure everything's heating properly, and that's gonna complete the repair.
Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.